700. Mark, thinking about Rangers and the result yesterday, so it's got them to a cup final.
Yep.
I mean, there could have been either way. If Rangers had lost last night, what would tonight's phone in be about?
Well, I'm sure we would have dozens of Rangers callers on asking for the manager's head. And despite yesterday's result, I think you'd still want some Rangers fans would still want the manager to lose his job. Paul, for me, that's going back to front. Rangers need to restructure themselves at the top of the club before any decision is made on a manager. So you need to get a chairman in. The chairman and the board then need to appoint a chief executive. Then the chief executive needs to decide what kind of managerial coaching structure do they want in the football department. Do they still want a Niels Coppin? Do they want a director of football? If they want a new manager, does a new manager want to work under the director of football? Does he want to be his own man? If they go for a new manager just now, let's say it all goes horribly wrong for Philippe Clement in the next couple of games, is a new manager going to come in appointed by a temporary chairman with no chief executive? No. It's the wrong way to go about it. Like I said, it's a long-term structure that needs to be put in place with Rangers. And if you get rid of the manager just now, it just smacks of chasing another quick fix. And it goes against everything that they said 10 weeks ago about how the club is going to try and move forward. So you've got big decisions to make. You've got to make them in the right order, and getting rid of the manager just now is the wrong thing to do.
Barry, it was almost toxic at half-time, wasn't it? The atmosphere.
Yeah, there's no getting away with it, Paul. It was concerning, and being at the game, I was worried at half-time. I'll be honest with you, because I had seen it a few days previous to that up at Pittodrie, where the first half performance was pretty similar, very poor. And they came out in the second half, and was it better? Yeah, it was. Did the substitutions make a difference? Yes, they did. So I just thought, like Danilo, for instance, coming on, if you look at Badrami's goal, I know it's a good pass by Czerny and a good finish, but it's actually Danilo that makes a goal. Yeah. With his run, that's a movement. It's a movement. It takes the central defenders away, and it allows Czerny to slip that pass into Badrami. So it was certainly better in the second half, but you shouldn't need to wait to the second half to put these performances on. I says it in Friday to you, the Aberdeen performance for talking sake. I had to see that from minute one. You know what you were getting against Aberdeen. And the performance was well below par.
And Motherwell were not Aberdeen. They're not nearly as good.
Look, they're well set up. Look, Motherwell you can tell they're well coached. They've got a good structure about them. But at the end of the day, I expected a lot more from Rangers. Look, the main thing is they got into the final, but it has to be better with the level of performances on the pitch. And the first half performance, as I said, if you're a player and you're coming off, the fans have got every right not to be happy with that performance. I'm sure the manager wasn't. He's hopefully had a go at them inside the dressing room, and then you've got a reaction. But I don't think you need to. That's happening far too often for me.